Hello guys, NautoAisDx. This is gonna be just a lot of bonus V-Blog for the E3 2017 week special. Yeah, I already did my review, my base or my thoughts on the conference, views coming soon, along with my conclusion of E3 2017. So this is just something I just wanna give my thoughts on, and basically more of Nintendo. So if you guys watched the Nintendo conference, there were some surprises that actually the theme of this video is, oh, Nintendo listen. Oh my goodness, Nintendo finally listened to their fans. Their dedicated fans, their loyalists. Da 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 da. You get the idea. Why am I saying that? Because two things that happened that people were happy. One, finally a core Pokemon game on Switch. Since Switch can be also portable, finally. They kind of refused to do it in the past. Excuse me, they did try some with Colosseum, but that didn't really fly along. And finally, Metroid. Once again, there will be a new Metroid, not just one, but two new Metroid games coming from Nintendo. So I'm going to start first with the Pokemon. One of the biggest complaints, I did talk about it before, was, oh, I wish there was a Pokemon, core Pokemon game with all the idea from the portable one on a console. They wanted to do it since the GameCube, which they did with Colosseum. Again, a little bit different. They wanted one for the Wii, which you got Battle Revolution, which is another stadium type game. And then there wasn't really nothing for the Wii U, and you know what to deal with the Wii U. And then now finally, the president of Pokemon Company said, yes, we are working on a new Pokemon, a core Pokemon for the Switch. They said it's not even barely in early development, but they are working on it, so yeah, kudos for Pokemon Company to finally said, fine, we're doing this. So whatever it is, well, you just have to wait until E3 2018. So it's going to be a long, long time since the main feature for 2017 is Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So nothing much else to say about that. But the other one is a big deal, is Metroid. They finally decided to make a Metroid game. One, Metroid Prime 4. So again, the sequel to 3, well, yeah. And also for the 3DS, Metroid Samus Return, which basically is a remake of the second Metroid game, The Return of Samus, but just much better. Because Metroid 2 was on the Game Boy. I have it for Virtual Console. I did try to play the game, a little hard for me. So hopefully this new version hopefully will be better. So let's just talk about the general of Metroid. Why is it a big deal? Why do people always finally listen? Because from years and years and years, and I was supposed to Shoki about this, it's almost more than 15 years they actually did something with a Metroid franchise. And the 15 years was Metroid Other M. So before I even continue, I want to just give a side story about Metroid Other M. It's one of my favorite Metroid games. I'm not a Metroid fan, but I love this Metroid game. I actually enjoyed it. Developer Team Ninja. The concept was pretty good. It was like sort of a dumbed down version of Ninja Gaiden in a Metroid world. Game takes place, the event after Super Metroid, which is for the Super Nintendo, but before Metroid Fusion, if you want timeline. But I also acknowledge about this game that there was flaws. I'm also that the game was flawed. One, the idea of using the control as sideways, that was dumb. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you not do analog control on the Metro game? It's just too weird. It's just, ugh. So that was bad. Second, the idea of pointing the remote to the screen to go first person to scan stuff, very dumb. I'm sorry, that's dumb. Should have had either a classic controller support or use the nunchuck. Just saying that. Oh my god, the game itself wasn't bad, but the mechanics of it, Okay, the story, yeah, I have to agree. It is something from a soap opera. Kind of suck. According to Sakamoto, the creator of Metroid, he wanted to be some sort of the manga. Again, the problem with that is not a lot of people read the Metroid manga. So he's making reference to that. Sort of not really good idea, just my opinion there. And then this one I sort of 50-50 is that, oh, Samus has a personality, she talked and people didn't like it. Well, no, her talk, she's been talking, believe it or not. She talked in Fusion, I think she talked in some of the GBA Metroid game. Yeah, she talks, but she didn't have a voice because she didn't have really voice. How can you put voice on those GBA games and before? But the problem with a lot of people is she was given a personality that people didn't really approve. And again, it was Sakamoto who basically wanted it, so we can't really argue with that part. But it was just a soap opera, and yeah, I understand a lot of people have said that the problem is she's supposed to be this fearless bounty hunter. No, she's actually a human being, which is true. She's afraid of Ridley. Okay, how is that even possible if you played the previous Metroid and it didn't really look like it? Well, again, you gotta read the manga. There was actually more than API. Problem is, if you're just there to play the game and not the manga, you're not really gonna care. The concept behind you can't use your weapon unless I give you permission. Again, that is a military thing because spoiler, but this is a long time ago. She teams up with the Space Marine. Yeah, Space Marine. But the problem is why are you taking orders from someone who's supposed to be badass with the language? And again, a lot of people are not going to care about that. Yeah, the military probably can understand the concept behind that, but for the gamer, they just say, well, nobody's going to care about it. I don't get it. Again, the real backstory really is, if you don't know, is that the general, the commander is, I think his name is Sam. He took care of her. She trained her to be what it is, a bounty hunter. That's the story. Before she was a bounty hunter, she was actually a Space Marine from what I heard. Again, you gotta go to the manga. Again, that's always been the problem. You go to the manga. You gotta refer to the manga. Not a lot of people are gonna do that. So yeah, it is for Samus. Sam is, for her, it's like a father figure. So that's the reason that cheesiness, the drama, the soap opera. Another one, there was a clip that didn't really make sense. Even I didn't make sense. Like the man, we're doing thumbs up, she's doing thumbs down. I don't get that. I tried understanding it. I'm like, what does that mean? That doesn't make sense. Like I'd be happy who reviewed it. Say, oh, there was some sexist remark there. I don't think there was any. But the thing is that yes, the Space Marine didn't really respect her, even though that she used to be, she was supposed to be a good Space Marine, a badass bounty hunter. I mean, who knows? So yeah, I can understand those parts that I had to agree to something. Yeah, but it wasn't that a bad game. But yeah, sadly it didn't really sell. Even Rachel like, I don't understand. It's a Metroid game. You know. But worse than that was Metroid Prime Federation. Yes, a lot of people talked about it. Heck, I even rewatched Alpha Omega. Oh my god, the name, it popped up for a long time, I know. But he had a point there, he had a good point there about it. Which is Metroid Prime Federation. I bought the game because it was on sale for $20. I tried the game, I played 2 level. Well, I'm not really a fan of the Prime series, so I'm not really the right person to really give my opinion about it. But yeah, well, you know what? It's okay. But for a hardcore Metroid, yeah, I can see why. First of all, the graphics. Why is it chibi? It's just weird. I mean, it's just it didn't really fit. Like, what's with the chibi? I mean, a lot of people just said that it was just meant to be like a original IP, like Space Hunter, whatever, and not slapping the Metroid. And I know I heard before the reason why they did that, they were hoping because of the brand name, it would sell. Well, you know, those things doesn't work. So again, played it. It's not that good. It's not that bad either. But I'm not also a Prime fan, so yeah. So a lot of people don't really count that, and because of the back history of the Prime, that game, like they said, Shoku basically said it was reported used to be a DS game that had some trouble in development. They put it on hold, and then they finally said, let's just bring it out. Let's just make it a Metroid game. and people basically just wasn't too happy. So a lot of people don't consider it. Do I consider it a Metroid game? You know what? Again, I don't know a lot of the lore of the Metroid game, but if you ask me personally, if its name is part of Nintendo, therefore it's part of the Metroid timeline. If you don't think it is, you know what? Whatever. Argue to your heart's content, but the fact really is, it's from Nintendo. Metroid Other M is part of the lore. Metroid Federation, Prime Federation, whether you agree or not, like it or not, it is part of the Metroid timeline. Just gonna say that. So moving forward is Metroid Prime 4. Finally, there's a teaser, like a title teaser, so people are happy about it. A lot of people said it wasn't going to come until 2018. I think I can agree with that. But not only that, they also pleased the 2D Metroid fans with Metroid Prime 2. The assignment of the new one now is called Metroid Samus Return, which is again a remake of the second game. So with those things, it did proud for Nintendo what it did. Yes, they finally listened to the fans. Because the thing about it, what people don't know is that after Metroid Prime Federation, I'm doing mix up the name, whoopsie, is the fans from Twitter, Facebook. You can think, when are we going to get a new Metroid game? We want a Metroid game. It's been so long. Are we going to get a Metroid game? Metroid game. I mean, I was watching IGN, especially what they want to see from Nintendo, and all the tweets they asked the question, what do you want to see from Nintendo? And the keyword always comes up, Metroid. So I guess Nintendo basically finally listened. So I can agree with Shoki what he said, that they probably did it because, well, people are basically harping on it, and maybe it's a good time to do it because the Switch is making money. So maybe you can say, alright, let's back up. So why isn't there any Metroid game on the Wii U? Well, it's the Wii U. If you know the history of the Wii U, let's just say it's the least successful console ever, because it was the least sold console worldwide. Very, very least, even less than the GameCube. It tells you something about how the Wii U is. So, ever wonder why the lack of new IP on the Wii U? I mean, you barely have one or two, or why not return some older ones? There was some report, rumor that I heard, that the reason they kind of very cautious with the Wii U is they were too afraid, or the Wii U's not selling, and why should we like, if we make, like say, Metroid, maybe it's not gonna sell again. Even so, a lot of the fans would say, we want Metroid, they were like, oh, it might not sell. Because the console itself is not really selling much, so making a Metroid game, maybe they'll make money, but to what? To an audience that barely, the audience that doesn't, the install base is really low, which is the Wii U. So that's what the lack of new IP or any old one that they want to return. I mean, look at what happened. Hyrule Warrior for the Wii U sold a lot. Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U sold a lot. The problem is, the install base was very low. So they didn't really make a lot of money because not a lot of people have Wii U's. So that's the reason why, from what I heard, again, I could be wrong, I'm just hearing this reported rumors on the internet. It's like, they were when the Wii U was basically, they were having problems with the Wii U, they really were very hesitant to do anything new. Like Project Giant Robot basically was cancelled. It was supposed to utilize the Wii U because they asked Miyamoto to do it. Yeah, well, that was cancelled. They're trying to double down with the Wii U gamepad because it was just really stupid for what it is. Oh my gosh, I mean, like I said, Wii U has good HD games, but the concept behind the Wii U, the second screen experience and controlling the gamepad as a motion control, Star Fox Zero, yeah, it's utterly bull crap. Sorry, just saying that. So yeah, that's why there was no Metroid on the Wii U. And of course, like I said, well, what about 3DS? Well, if you count Metroid Prime Federation, then there you go. But I know a lot of you hardcore Metroid fans, you go say, what is this Metroid Prime Federation? That's not a Metroid game. It's just a tater tot game. Okay, I'm not arguing it. More power to you, yo. So again, Switch was selling. It was the fastest selling console in the month of March, and yeah, I mean, a lot of people have the installment of Switch is more than the Wii U as of right now. So why not? So why not to bring back? Yeah, F-Zero, bring back F-Zero. Other ones, they're bringing back Kirby and Yoshi, but they've been there multiple times for crying out loud. So, but yeah, like I said, you know, F-Zero. What else? Like a very long time ago, I can't think of others that they want to bring back. Yeah, I can't really think of any. Because others did actually come back. Halloween did come back. Killer Chris did come back. Punch Out Wii. So, you know. Yeah, all I can think of is F-Zero there. But yeah, but it is good that finally Nintendo is listening. Excuse me. A core Pokemon game on the Switch and 2 Metroid games. So that's awesome. So yeah, that's my thoughts about the Metroid. Well, not really so much Metroid, but my thoughts on Nintendo finally listening to their fans. They're very listening. Let's see how long it will last until something happens. So with that, thanks for listening. That's it for now. I'll see you guys later.